What's good, YouTube? This is Card Games for the 1-0, and I'm very sorry I've been lacking on my YouTube duties. I'm very sorry, but I've been got a little busy caught in schoolwork and Yu-Gi-Oh, and it sort of clashed. School and band, they sort of got the better of it because my parents they treat school and band over it. So yeah, here is my worm deck that I've been working on. Everyone's like, why worms? And I picked it up one day from a friend I have at my locals. I've known him for years. Like when I first came into the Yu-Gi-Oh community, he was one of the first people I met. I've known him for years. I picked up these worm cards just to see what all the hype was about ever since I got beat by them at a regionals, and I find them quite good, and I like them. I like the deck. It's not the fastest of fast, which is why I'm probably gonna end up dropping it, but it's very good at control, and as we'll talk to later, it has its own power cards, which allows it to become unique in its own way and still win. I like it. So here we go. Let me check real quick to see if I'm recording, and I am. Just making sure. Sorry, I'm new at this screen recording crap. Sorry, noob. That comes to the channel. Sorry, I'm gonna be better at this, hopefully. So, starting off the deck list, we have one Worm King. He is Scrap Dragon, but you tribute a worm. He's pretty good. I'll tell you how you summon him later. Quickly, 3 secs. He is instant Foolish Burial. When he's summoned, you Foolish Burial Yagin. And if Yagin's on board, he can't be destroyed by battle. Face up Yagin, but that really doesn't really mean anything yet, really. Yagin. If the only reason you want him in the graveyard is because if Zex is the only monster, you can special him in face down defense position. Why would you want him face down defense? Well, if he's flip face up, it's a mandatory face up compulse. This can hurt you at times, but it's a compulse. Face up monster compulse. Why not like it? Cargos, if it's flipped, it's a Searcher. 2 Thunder Kings, take down Prophecy, because I do hate Prophecy, and pretty much my locals does. And 1 Honest, because all the monsters in here are like 3 upstarts for speed, and to cut down on. Okay, well, if you run upstarts, a lot of people say it's 37 card count. Well, it is. They get life points, which could be a problem for worm players, but I personally like it. With the playstyle I have with worms, it usually works out quite well. 2 Lances. This is to protect the Zex or the Thunder King from any back row they have, because I know the meta is clearly a no back row deck, but it does come in help. The Trinity, Dark Hole Heavy Reborn, Smashing. Smashing is to get through those high monsters that usually worms can't get through if they can't draw into the Yagin or the Zex to get the Yagin face down. So Smashing's just in there as a floater. Leave your ideas on what I should cut for it, because I'm looking for something else. And then our 1 book, of course, to flip our worm stack face down. 3 Nebula Meteorite. I'll go into that after, because it's a really long effect. 3 Offering of the Snake Deity. It has no cost, which is why I love it. You target a face-up reptile and 2 cards you control. You destroy all 3. You're good. Solemn Duo. Why not? 1 Compulse. I want to run another Compulse. I'll probably cut Offering in the future for it. 2 Starlights. I run so much back row that my brother just instantly got rid of all my back row, so I had to start running more Starlight. 2 Torrentials, 2 Mirror Force, 2 Deep Prison, 2 Bottomless. Usually in these decks, I usually play a high monster count that's focused around monster effects, or I play a control-based deck with lots of traps. That's just my playstyle. That's how I like it. My extra deck, I have Stardust, Shockmaster, Pearl, Utopia, Double Omega. Omega is amazing. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can attach 1, and he is unaffected by all spell traps. I love him. He is the main go-getter. If I feel like I'm okay and I can sit with this hand, then I'll go straight into Omega and I'll beat them down with it, because their traps can't do a thing. King of the Feral Imps. This was probably the newest worm support we got. It's not mentioned as worm support, but it's amazing. Once per turn, you can attach material from the card, add a reptile. And if you noticed, all this top row is reptiles. Therefore, I can add Worm King, which I'll never do, or I can add Zex, Yagen, or Carros, which I like. That's not supposed to be a Shockmaster. I forgot what it's supposed to be. 2 Pappies, a Zenmeister, Maestro, an Emerald, and a Cowboy. Oh, and I just remembered that Shockmaster should be a drawer. Cowboy, I love him. So, back to Nebula. Nebula states, change all face-down monsters on the field to face-up. After Nebula resolves, the Chain Link starts all their effects. The effects you want to go off are Yagen and Cardoros. Cardoros is a mandatory search, which can be hurting sometimes, and Yagen is the compulse. Then during the end phase, change all face-up light reptiles, so worms basically. You put them face down. You draw 1 for each, and then if you don't have, and then you can summon a level 7 or higher reptile monster from your deck, which is Worm King. Note it says from the deck, so you can't summon it from your hand. It's a huge setback if you get it in your hand. If you run 2, an ant. But if you run 1, like I do, so I try not to draw into it less, then I get it right off the bat. And some people are really confused about this ruling, but to get the Worm King out, or the draws, you have to change at least 1 monster up, and then 1 monster down. You have to do that, which I sort of hate at times. So that's the Worm Profile deck, guys. I really hope you liked it. The only thing I have to say about this deck is I know it's crappy. It can beat dragons, though. Every dragon player I play with this, I take down. I take them down. I take them down game 1, and then sadly we get called game on time. I know it's a cheap win. It's a win, though, against dragons. Every dragon I face, I win. I don't like time, but that's how it happens. I hope you guys like more what I'm getting at this channel, and I'm hoping to do at least a video like every 2 or 3 days, because I want to come back and revamp this channel. Now that I have the screen recorder, I'm starting to get into more and more decks. I guarantee you I have more decks. And if you look at my background right now, you can pretty much see the one of the decks I might show you, considering I might be building it. Well, comment, rate, subscribe. I don't really care if you rate it, but subscribe definitely. Tell your friends. I am revamping this channel. It will be I want it to be one of those really good channels like Slim. I know it's a really hard dream. It might not happen, but it's good to have a goal, isn't it, guys? And then like, why not? It's a like, and it's not gonna do you any harm. You don't have to watch the video every weekend if you want. That's it, guys. Bye.